Winter Classic. Are you coming or no?
The Winter Classic, January 1st, 2019. The first day of the new year. I had a lot of fun. Let me break that down for you guys in this video. So I didn't really record much of me talking to the camera because I wanted to film everything around me instead of focusing on myself. I wanted to focus on the experience and going through the experience of the Winter Classic. Since it was the first time I went to an NHL game, I really wanted to experience the full Winter Classic feeling, emotions, and all that. I wanted to feel it firsthand and just record it so I could treasure it and hold it in this video right here in the future. So let's talk about January 1st, the Winter Classic. Blackhawks versus Bruins.
Through my veins, crawling under my skin, driving.
So we decided to sleep in at home, me and my uncle, so we could wake up early and get to the game before 1 o'clock. Since we do live in the Chicago area, it is an hour difference than Notre Dame. So we did have to leave around 7-ish to get there on time, just because we didn't really know what the traffic condition would be. There's a lot of people going to this game, and a lot of people there were from Chicago, so we just didn't want to be caught up in traffic. So we went there early. Late 6 was a wake up, and 7:30 was when we headed out. So the first thing we did on our journey to the Winter Classic was tease my sister. That was a lot of fun.
Martina, we're going to the Winter Classic. Are you coming or no?
So we got to Notre Dame at a reasonable time. We got there before the gates opened, maybe a little bit under, or about an hour before the gates opened at 11. We got to explore a little bit, take some photos. It's a great campus. It's a really nice university. It's very old. It has a lot of history in it. So we got to explore a little bit of it before we actually got into the stadium. Now there is a lot of stuff to take photos of because it is the Winter Classic. They had an ice sculpture. Me and my uncle got into a photo of it there. I'm showing you guys right now. We had a lot of fun. First time seeing an ice sculpture that big. It's also a lot of 2019's a lot of firsts for me. So I actually was at Notre Dame once before for a school trip, but I wanted to, explore the football field, but they never actually let us go in there because we were really low on time. So when this time we went, we got to go inside the football field. It was an amazing experience. It was huge. It could hold way more than 50,000 people. Like, it fit 76,000 people for the Winter Classic itself. Like, the stadium was huge. It was like a professional stadium. It was amazing. It was beautiful. And you just saw Notre Dame's history all over. Now, the way that they converted it made it even better. Everything covered in the Winter Classic aesthetic. We're the first couple thousand people to get into the stadium. Note to self, don't put as much stuff into your pockets, Dominic, as you did because it took way too long to get through security. I had to go through the metal detectors 4 times because I had so much gear on me. Camera batteries, wallet, change. I don't know why I had change. Cables. I just had way too many things. I don't know what I expected because security's tight these days. I don't know what I expected. But let's hope I remember that next time. Okay. But once we got into the stadium and we saw going around, we saw everything and all the history and all the paintings, posters, everything about Notre Dame and the Winter Classic. We also saw the price for a water bottle. A water bottle was $5. Coke was $5. Where in the world is Coke $5? I've never seen such a price. So we ran out onto the field where it was all decorated, looking nice. I mean, props to the people that decorated this whole stadium. I mean, it looked amazing. Like, there was green, gold, white, everywhere. Everywhere you looked, it was Winter Classic in your face. Walking around the stadium was just cold, freezing. No. It was amazing. I was so happy that I went to the Winter Classic as my first ever NHL game, because that just made the experience of going to an NHL game so much better. I don't know how I'll be able to go to a normal sports game after the Winter Classic. I mean, it was just amazing. And let's just forget about me being cold over 4+ layers of warm clothes. I don't know how I was cold, but let's just forget that whole thing. I mean, regardless. Blackhawk fans were actually one of my favorite fans to talk to. I mean, these were genuine people. Like, you can actually hold a conversation for more than 10 seconds. Like, that's insane. I've never, went to a sporting event where you can talk to a stranger for more than 10 seconds without either you or them getting annoyed that you're talking to each other. I mean, it was, genuine, you're friends. You're all friends. Maybe it's because Chicago is the best city. Okay, now we're in the game. Everyone's excited. Everyone is dying to see the first NHL game of 2019. First, it was the longest entrance I've ever seen. It was so dramatic. It was so long. They were not even in the stadium. I mean, they were warming up on the ice. They just left and came back. It was a great scene, though. I mean, it was an entrance. So once they got on the ice, the national anthem played, we saw the jets flying over the stadium. And everyone was ready for the puck to drop for the first time in 2019. So the Blackhawks scored the first ever goal of 2019 in an NHL game in the first period, and I mean, just look at the reaction of the fans. Decided to score, and the fans weren't that excited, but then second period came, we scored again. Conceded another goal in just a matter of minutes. But then the third period came and hopes were everywhere. Everyone was so excited, we're gonna win this game. And then let's just not talk about what actually happened in the third period. It wasn't so exciting for Blackhawks fans. It was actually pretty depressing. Let's go! So let's just not talk about what happened third period. The Blackhawks didn't exactly take the win in the Winter Classic, but the Winter Classic was an amazing experience no matter the result. Disregard the result, the Winter Classic was an amazing experience. I'm so happy last minute I decided to say yes. I mean, my uncle invited me last minute the day before. I went to his house on New Year's Eve because he called me at 8 a.m. I was knocked out. I was so tired the day before. I was sleeping. He called me up. I was half asleep when he called me and I picked up, and I agreed to go. I was kind of questioning. I'm like, I never went to a hockey game. I'm not too big of a hockey fan, more of a soccer guy myself, but I really like just sports. All sports are fun, but I was having doubts. But once I got to Notre Dame, it was an amazing experience. I'm so happy I went. Thank you, Uncle David. You're the best. Alright, to conclude this vlog, I'm Dominic Skorinko, and this has been my 2019 first day Winter Classic game. Alright, 2019 is going to be a lot of fun if it's like the first day. Alright, thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Winter Classic. This time we lost. We're coming back. Da, 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 da.